I've driven this highway 100 times. Last Tuesday I picked up a hitchhiker. The problem is, I never stopped the car. I was driving back from my brother's place. 11 p.m. Empty highway. Middle of nowhere. Playlist playing, coffee in the cup holder. Nothing unusual at all. Around mile marker 247, I felt the back seat shift. Not like something falling, like someone slowly sitting down. I checked the rearview mirror. Nothing there. I told myself it was just the backpack I had tossed back there earlier, so I kept driving. A few seconds later the temperature dropped. Not the AC. I mean sudden cold, like someone opened a freezer right behind my head. I turned the music down. That's when I heard it. Breathing. Slow. Steady. Coming from directly behind me. I gripped the steering wheel so hard my knuckles went white. I didn't look. I couldn't look. I just stared at the road, telling myself it was road fatigue, my brain playing tricks on me. Then my phone lit up on the passenger seat. A text from my brother. "Hey, did you leave already? You forgot your jacket." Then another message popped up. "Also, who's the woman sitting in your back seat?" My stomach dropped the moment I read that. He sent a photo. He was standing in his driveway watching my tail lights disappear down the road. In the picture you can clearly see my car from behind. And through the rear window there's a dark silhouette sitting in the backseat. Right now I'm pulled over at a gas station 40 miles from his house. The engine is still running. I haven't turned around yet, because I can still hear the breathing behind me. For a moment there was nothing. Just the back seat, my duffel bag, and a half-empty water bottle rolling slowly across the fabric that I kept staring at the back seat longer than I should have. It should have been. It was pulled tight across the seat, stretched slightly downward as if resting against a shoulder that wasn't visible. The metal buckle creaked softly as the car moved. The breathing continued beside me. Slow, calm, patient. Not the kind of breathing someone makes when they're scared or hiding. This was relaxed breathing, comfortable breathing, like whoever was there had been sitting in that seat for a very long time. My hands tightened around the steering wheel until my knuckles turned pale. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what I was seeing, or what I wasn't seeing. Finally, I forced a quiet whisper out of my throat. "Hello?" For a few seconds, nothing happened. The road hummed beneath the tires, and the engine vibrated softly through the car. Then the seatbelt beside me tightened suddenly with a sharp clicking sound, like someone shifting their weight against it. That tiny movement sent a wave of fear through my entire body. I slammed the car into drive and pushed down on the gas. The engine roared as the car sped forward into the darkness, the headlights cutting through the empty highway ahead. But the breathing didn't stop. It stayed beside me the entire time. Sometimes it sounded a little farther away, like whoever was there leaned back in the seat. Other times it felt right next to my ear again, slow and steady. I refused to look at the passenger seat again. My eyes stayed locked on the road ahead. Every time I even thought about turning my head, the seatbelt creaked again beside me, tightening slightly as if whatever sat there was adjusting itself. After nearly 40 miles of driving, I finally saw something ahead. A lonely gas station glowing under bright, white lights in the distance. It was the only building for miles. I pulled into the parking lot as fast as I could. The moment I turned off the engine, the breathing stopped. The sudden silence felt strange, almost unnatural, like the car itself had been holding its breath the entire time. Slowly, I turned my head toward the passenger seat again. The seatbelt was loose now, hanging normally. No tension, no pressure. The seat looked completely empty under the dim overhead light that I stepped out of the car and the cold night air hit my face. The parking lot was empty except for a flickering light above the station door. I walked around the vehicle slowly, checking every window and every door. When I opened the back door, everything looked normal. My duffel bag was still sitting on the seat. The half-empty bottle rolled gently when the door opened. Nothing else had moved as I shut the door and climbed back into the driver's seat. That's when something above me caught my attention. Hanging from the rearview mirror was a thin white ribbon I had never seen before. The ribbon had tiny yellow flowers stitched along its edges. It swayed slowly from side to side, even though the car windows were closed and the air inside was completely still. I reached up and grabbed it. The fabric felt strangely cold between my fingers, almost damp. Like it had been outside in the night air for hours, that I placed the ribbon on the passenger seat and started the engine again. The headlights lit up the empty highway as I slowly pulled out of the gas station parking lot. That a few seconds later, the seatbelt beside me began tightening again. Slowly, quietly, as if invisible hands were pulling it back across an unseen body. The ribbon slid across the seat and fell into the dark space behind me. I heard it land softly on the back seat. Then, from somewhere very close to my ear, the breathing returned. Slow, calm, patient, like whoever was there had never left the car at all.